Hi, my name's Tony Scelzo. Welcome to Buzz, Indiana's underground business voice. I've got Dan Fields in the house today. Dan, you're with the Fields Group.
That's correct.
And what does the Fields Group do?
Well, we're a travel company that specializes in customized group programs for incentive rewards.
Okay, so companies will hire you to go and put vacations together?
Basically, yes.
And what do they do with those?
Well, they use these for incentive rewards in order to motivate their salespeople or to help build customer loyalty with their clientele.
So let me get this straight, Dan. Now, you've been all over the world, right? And you go to all these exotic places. You go on all these guided tours. And you take people. You're kind of like a party organizer for that. Is that fair?
Yep, exactly.
And you get paid to do that.
That's exactly right.
It's amazing. America's a beautiful place, isn't it?
It's outstanding.
So a company will come to you that has what, maybe a sales team the size of what, 30, 40 people?
Could be that, or could be all the way up to several thousand.
And they will create contests to win like awards, which are these trips.
Correct.
And then you will organize the whole thing and take them on the trips, the airfare, the lodging, all the details that go into that.
That's true.
And that's what Fields Group does.
That's exactly right.
So do you have other kind of clients too? Now I know you've got, other than sales companies, you've got people who have distributors.
Yes, we've got a large client that is an agricultural company, and in this case, they're actually using these promotions in order to build their customer base. Okay. In order to they create these incentives so that they can increase sales in that respect. Okay, so you've got
bottom line though, you're incentivizing somebody to do something. I'm not sure incentivizing is a word, but you're incentivizing somebody to do something through travel and stuff. Now, why are people doing that? Why don't we just give them money?
Well, they're basically the three types of incentive rewards would be obviously cash, and then merchandise, and then travel. Okay. Travel has been proven to be the most, I don't even know what to say, help me out here.
The most effective?
Effective is exactly what I'm looking for.
Why is it more effective than other things?
Well, it just, cash is one of those that people, get a couple $1,000s, they use it to pay out bills, and it's
pay their credit cards, pay their mortgage.
And, a merchandise reward, say if you get a big screen TV, a couple years from now, it's obsolete, you need a new one. Okay. Travel, when you're creating, memories and experiences, those are something that you can never replace.
And so people have those for the rest of their lives. Exactly. And they probably wouldn't take that money and spend it on their own vacation.
That's true.
On themselves, because they're gonna take care of the credit card or the mortgage, right?
Right. We're creating these experiences and taking these people to places where they would never go on their own, and they're also building a lot of morale within the company. They're connecting with other people within the company, or other people within the
relationships you would put together with your staff just got to be awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
So how'd you get into this?
It's all I've ever done. I've been in the hospitality business for 25 years. My brother and father and I started this company. Actually, this will be our 15th anniversary this week.
Wow, awesome.
And, we've been doing this for many, many years. I know the industry inside and out, and, this is my life.
Now, Dan, this wouldn't be Rainmakers if we didn't talk about some of the other businesses that could strategically help you. I think, am I crazy to think marketing firms that are calling on these companies could augment your value?
I would think so, sure.
And then maybe sales trainers or consultants in that space could also be targeting them, so they could help create the programs that would utilize you?
Mm-hmm. That's very good.
So sales companies, marketing companies, anybody that's really a strategic advisor from the CEO or the CMO or the sales manager, is that fair?
Yes.
Those are probably good strategic partners for Dan and the Fields Group. Now, what is the one thing that makes you different from you and your competition, Dan?
Well, I think that the main thing is we're a small company. We're what we would be classified as like a boutique incentive house, where we've got a small core of people, and the principal and owners of the company are actually putting together these trips and operating them. Okay. And so a lot of our competition.
So you go with most of your trips.
Definitely.
Yeah. So one of your players goes with almost every single trip you're on.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. Now, one of the things that I've gleaned out of working with you is that you don't usually recommend a trip that you haven't been on or a destination that you haven't experienced personally.
True.
And I think that's one of the huge details. A lot of the times people will maybe take incentive side from the destinations to go on a trip or to try something new, but you're not going to subject your client to that. That's one of the details that I remember too, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Dan Fields with the Fields Group, you've been on the buzz. Thanks
All right.
very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.